What is going on, guys? Logan here for a new video, and today I have a very special video for y'all. I highly doubt there's any video like this existing on YouTube right now, but without further ado, here is the Dodge Demons. That's right, there are two Dodge Demons in the same garage. And not only are there two Dodge Demons in the same garage, there's a Ferrari back there, there's a Nova right here in front of me, there's a Pontiac GTO right there, there's a Chevrolet Bella right there, an AMX up there, a very cool Beetle. I know it's only a Beetle. This Porsche, this Mercedes. This is the definition of the man cave that all of us want in the future. But before this video even starts, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Todd for even allowing me to come over here and do a video on these cars. If you watched my video a few days ago, you'll know how I saw this Dodge Demon right here out on the streets as I was leaving work. So I pulled up next to it and I said, hey, I really like your car. I asked him if I could take a picture of it. I asked him if I could, do a quick little walk around of it, and he was more than happy to let me. Well, he saw that video and he shot me an email telling me to, come over to the house and he'll allow me to do a video on his Dodge Demon. But what he forgot to mention is that there were going to be all of these other cars here. So, Mr. Todd, I want to say thank you so much. But as you saw in the last video, this car over here was the Dodge Demon I saw. But a cool little story about this Dodge Demon over here, he actually ordered this in red. But instead, when he went and actually picked up the Dodge Demon, it was a white car. And another cool thing about this car is that this Dodge Demon is number 2832. This Dodge Demon over here is 2430. So this Dodge Demon was about 400 units before this one right here. But this Dodge Demon right here was actually delivered a day after this Dodge Demon. And the only reason why this was delivered a little bit later is because it took them 7 weeks to do the wrap on the hood, to do the wrap on the top of the car and on the rear of the car, that matte black finish. And the color of this white Dodge Demon is knuckle white, while this one over here is granite. And I know that I don't have to tell y'all, but these Dodge Demons are absolutely crazy. They have 808 horsepower off of pump gas, 840 with racing fuel, and they also have close to 770 foot-pounds of torque. Now here is the beast that powers this Demon. This right here is a 6.2 liter supercharged engine. The supercharger size is 2.7. Now, as many of y'all know, on the Dodge Hellcats, this fog light right here is actually a air intake. Well, on the Dodge Demon, this thing is so much more crazy, it needs two. So both of these fog lights right here are air intakes. Hidden right here inside this intake, you actually see a little Dodge Demon emblem. And when you're talking about attention to detail, Dodge did not disappoint at all. Like right here on the windshield, you see a Challenger right here doing a burnout, and the smoke is turning into a little black area all around your windshield, which is a really smart marketing tool because people know this right here. And let's just say your windshield cracks or something happens to it, you're more than likely going to go and get this stock windshield versus going to go get a cheaper one. And another cool little thing is these tires. These tires right here were made specifically for this Demon. They're Nitto 315s all the way around the car, and one cool little thing is that they also have this little Dodge Demon emblem in them. And another cool little thing is if you want to get replacement tires, these same exact tires, you have to supply your car's VIN number and your owner ID number. And these tires are definitely not cheap. So let's just say you decide to cheap out and go to your local tire shop and you get some just cheap tires put on there and you blow it up going down the strip. Dodge isn't responsible for that because these cars, they need these tires. 840 horsepower is insane, so these special tires really help keep the power to the ground. And another cool little quirk is this air scoop right here. It's actually the largest hood scoop that is on a production car today. So air travels through this hood scoop right here, down here to the engine, through the system that Dodge calls the air grabber. And we are driving now, and that hood scoop I was talking about, it's a massive hood scoop. You can clearly see it right here, but there is no issue at all seeing over it while you're driving. And right here in the passenger side vent, you can see how it says Demon and 2430, which is the number of this Demon. And this interior is very comfortable as well. The steering wheel is actually a heated Alcantara steering wheel. And these leather seats are very comfortable too. I've ridden in a Recaro seat Mustang and these beat it by a mile. And there's a ton of room for the passenger, driver, and people in the back. So there's a real back seat, which is a huge difference from the Mustangs. Oh man! Woo!
That was half throttle and 100 miles an hour.
That was half throttle? Oh my gosh! 100 miles in no time at all.
I know.
That was crazy.
I looked down and said 90, so I'm pretty sure we hit the 100. It didn't break.
Yes,
Those
sir.
tires did, that's why I said, throws your head in the back.
And this right here is a race car with a sunroof. I've never felt acceleration like that. I mean, the fastest car I've driven is a Cadillac CTS-V, and that was, I mean, it has 556 horsepower, and you half throttle right there was so much more than that.
Nova mine, I built a 600 horsepower 383 stroker in it, and I put culvert rear suspension, and it's decked out, but it's nothing compared to this thing. Modern technology with old school horsepower, it's quite the combination.
That broke loose at 70 miles an hour. Oh my gosh.
Often at 70 it broke loose, I had to let off.
We broke loose at 70 miles an hour with these drag radials. That is absolutely insane. That's not even the street tires, that's drag radials.
Yeah, that's the grip tires.
Wow, no cars put a smile on their face like this right here.
I know, it's cool. You can drive it back to the house.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Another testament to show y'all how awesome Mr. Todd is right here. He's letting me drive it back to the house. So we just got back to the garage. I drove this demon back here, and I can tell you that was such a cool experience. I didn't give it too much gas, but even the little bit of gas I gave it, the acceleration was awesome. The way this car handles, I'm very, very surprised by it, because this is a very heavy car. And the Brembo brakes, they do an amazing job of stopping all of that 840 horsepower. And if you just randomly see this on the street, you know that you're looking at a Dodge Demon. And it's not just because the Dodge Demon emblem. It's from the fender flares, the emblem, and even to the front splitter. Look at this. You have so much room. You can put a phone there. Everything Dodge did with this car makes this car unique. And I'm telling you, I have a Ford Mustang. I love Mustangs. My first car was a Mustang. Dodge hit gold with this right here. I mean, y'all saw that. The rear tires broke loose at 70 miles an hour, and those are drag radials. And even though this is a race car, look at this. This is a very luxurious interior. Those seats are very, very comfortable. They have the Dodge Demon emblem imprinted right there on the seat. And just to prove to y'all that the back seat is very comfortable, I'm nearly 6 feet tall, I'm about 5 feet 11. And look, the back seat is extended back, and there is plenty of room between my knees and the back of the seat. And even the back seats are just as comfortable as the front seats. And I actually just saw this right here. It is a all-natural Laguna Premium Leather Care Guide little tag right here. It shows you how to care for the leather. It tells you it's the highest quality of leather. And wow, the sound deadening in here is actually very, very good. And it kind of surprises me because the Dodge Demons actually have less sound deadening than like a Hellcat. Like, you can hear that fountain pretty decent right now, but when I close the door, nothing at all. All I hear is me. But this car right here does have the push to start button, so go ahead and push it. Has a very nice little growl. And the head unit right here is very, very cool. You can actually see the background is the little Dodge Demon emblem. You go down here and you hit the SRT, and it changes the head unit. It lets you know all kind of information about your car, from how much horsepower your car is currently making. This right here says 808. And it even shows you what key you're using, which we are using the red key right now. Which, if I wanted this to be 840 horsepower, all I'd have to do is change it from normal pump gas to the racing fuel, and I would have to reflash the computer just so that the computer knows that there's race fuel in the car, so that it actually produces all 840 horsepower. But this car has all kind of cool options. You can go right here to the drag options. As soon as you hit that button, a picture of the Dodge Demon comes up and it actually says line lock ready. But you can have launch control right here. You can actually set it to launch at whatever RPM you want it to set at. You may go up and down. Right here you can have a shift light, which you can turn it on and off. You can set your RPM of what you want it to light up at. For the next option, I personally think that this is one of the coolest things that Dodge has invented. It is the race cool down, and it actually uses the car's AC. It funnels cold air into the intake, so it actually helps cool your car down, which is absolutely cool. Because when you're drag racing, your car definitely heats up. Like with me and my car, whenever I was drag racing, I had to go park it. I popped up my hood just so that my engine could cool down a little bit more. And it's funny because while I was in the lane waiting to drag race, I actually put my heater on just to cool my engine down just that little bit more. So this being a drag car and having this feature, that is a super useful option. And Dodge Demons, they're rare enough, but this Dodge Demon here is that little bit more rare simply because it has a sunroof. It's just everything about this car makes it special. And yes, it is a more expensive car, but you're buying a car that accelerates faster than a Bugatti Veyron. And there are only two cars that'll accelerate just as fast as this, and that's a Tesla and a Ferrari. Now, both Mr. Todd's Demons, they both pretty much have all the options you can get. They both have the passenger seat. They both have the Demon crate, which isn't here yet. It takes about 4 weeks for the Demon crate to be delivered after you take delivery of your car. But in that Demon crate, you get a bunch of things. You get a bunch of snap-on tools, and I guarantee that those crates are gonna make awesome additions in this man cave right here. But guys, that will be it for today's video. And again, I want to say thank you so much to Mr. Todd, because he allowed me to come out here, look at his cars, and he even trusted me behind the wheel of this 808 horsepower beast. But let me know what y'all think about this car and this man cave over here down in the comments, and I really do appreciate y'all staying this long in the video. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, please subscribe, and as always, Have a great day.